Hey, how y'all doing out there? Back at you again with another video. Today I'd like to just do a quick comparison between the Google Pixel 3a XL and the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. Now, of course, the S9 Plus came out in 2018 and the Google Pixel 3a XL came out in 2019. The other difference is the S9 Plus was a flagship device and is a flagship device, and the 3a XL is a mid-tier device by Google. Now, you may say, well, why do a comparison between a mid-tier and a flagship? Well, it's just a comparison. It ain't nothing to get real super deep over. And to some people, it doesn't matter if a phone is a flagship or not. It's all about what you like and what you don't like and what you need versus what you don't need in a device. Some people like a very simple, streamlined Android experience. Some people like Android with tons and tons of features and more things to offer, more customization. So it just depends on the person. So we like what we like, we dislike what we dislike. And keep in mind, these are just my opinions only. Not set in stone, doesn't mean I'm right or wrong, just my opinion and my experience with both devices. Also, I hope everyone out there is keeping safe during this situation that we're all dealing with. All right, so let's get into the comparison. All right, now, those of you that are still, thinking about purchasing a smartphone, both of these phones are very competitively priced. You can find the 3a XL for less than $200. I've seen it on eBay. S9 Plus, you can get for like under $300 easily. Okay, so both are very competitively priced, but you're probably going to pay less. You're definitely going to pay less for the Google Pixel 3a XL. All right. So let's get started. First thing, the build quality. Now, the build quality on both, in my opinion, are very good. However, the build quality on the S9 Plus is better. Why? Because it's made of glass, and it also has an aluminum frame all the way around it. It has Gorilla Glass 5 with an aluminum frame. With the Google Pixel 3a XL, you have a plastic frame and a plastic back. Now, you do have a glass on the front, but it's not Gorilla Glass. Okay? So when it comes to build quality, the S9 Plus is much better. Now, do I like build qualities on both? Yes, but that more premium type of feeling that you're looking for when you hold a device in your hand, if that matters to you, because you got to remember, some people use cases, some people don't. So for the people that don't use cases and you want the best premium feeling phone to you, and for some people, how a phone feels in their hands matter because they want it to feel like it's, like it's quality. Okay. If that's what you're looking for, then you want the S9 Plus. If that doesn't matter to you, you want something that just feels good, but it doesn't have to feel super premium, then go with the Google 3a XL. Okay? So both are good, but the more premium feel and the better overall quality when it comes to build quality is the S9 Plus. Next thing, screen size. Now, with the Google Pixel 3a XL, you got a 6-inch display. With the Samsung S9 Plus, you have a 6.2-inch display. So you may say, well, one is taller than the other by 2 inches. Yeah, and that's cool, but I want you to notice something. The bezels on the Google Pixel 3a XL are completely thicker and bigger than that of the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. So if you want a little bit more screen real estate, now that's subjective too, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, you're getting way thinner bezels on the S9 Plus, but you're getting a wider display on the Google Pixel 3a XL. I don't know if you can see that by looking at the phone on the table. Let me pick it up and see if you can tell. Now, I don't know if you can still tell which one is wider, but the Google Pixel 3a XL is definitely wider than the S9 Plus. It just is. Now, it's not as tall, but it's definitely wider. And with width, you're going to get a little bit more, screen real estate. Okay. But if it's about thinner bezels and just a more modern design, then you want to go with the S9 Plus. All right. Next thing, always on display. Now, I've gone over this before, but I'll turn both off again so you can see them, because both of these devices do have always on displays, as you can see. But to me, and I'll wait till it goes out, Samsung clearly has a better always on display. It's bigger, it's brighter, and it's more interactive. Okay. What you see on the Google Pixel 3a XL, that's all you're getting. You can't change that. That's it. For the size, it's not interactive. You can't do anything with it. And let me show you what this S9 Plus can do. You tap on that twice, then you can get more information. See, you can get music. You can control your music there. Here, this is something I needed to do today. This is like a notification that I was supposed to pay bills. Then you got here alarms. It'll show you an alarm that you got set. And also it'll tell you the weather. Let me show you. Did it come up? Okay, hold up. I know I saw that earlier. Well, I don't know why it's not coming up now. And then you can make it brighter. You can make it brighter or dimmer right there. See, I just made it dimmer and I made it brighter. But you could also get the weather too. For some reason it didn't come up, but Samsung's, this is clearly better because you could use a picture. You could use a little animation with this. You could use calendar. They have so many different always on displays that you could change. So you could do a whole lot with this. With the Pixel, what you see is what you get. That's all you're getting. Now, I'm glad that it has it, but it's definitely not nowhere near the level of the Samsung. Let me turn both back on. Sorry, I'm dealing with a little slight cold. All right. So the winner for that easily is the S9 Plus. It's more customizable and more interactive. Next thing, button placement. Now, with the Google Pixel 3a XL, you got the power button at the top and you got the volume buttons below it. I don't like that. I wish the power button was down where the volume and the volume was up at the top. Now with Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, you got the power button on the right. It's a little high, not extremely, but it should be a little lower, but it's a little high. But I like the fact that it's on the right-hand side. And I don't have a problem with the volumes buttons being on the left, but I prefer them to be above the power button. Like, because I'm right-handed, I would prefer everything on the right side of the phone. But I definitely like the button placement of the S9 Plus over the Google Pixel 3a XL. Next thing, design. Now, I talked about design. Now, you can't really see too much because I got a case on this, but this is like two-tone. You got really dark up here and you got a light version here. Now, this doesn't look like the flashiest phone, and it's not. I mean, it's an okay design. It's not a bad design. But if you care about design and how, elegant your phone looks, then you want to go with the S9 Plus, because I feel as though this is a much better looking phone as far as design, and it's much more elegant in my opinion. So in design, I would go with the S9 Plus. All right. Now, let's talk about the display for a minute. Now, with the display, with the S9 Plus, you got a Quad HD display with over 500 pixels per square inch. And you got the Google Pixel 3a XL that just has a 1080p display. Now, I'm going to be honest. Now, most of the time, I always say, and it's true, Samsung makes the best displays on any device, and that's true. Now, matter of fact, they made a display for the Google Pixel 3a XL as well. So for me, and I'm just being totally honest, I would say it's even, because both of them get very, very bright. Both of them have just a brilliant, brilliant display. Even though the Google Pixel 3a XL is a little sharper, and I like that. I like that sharpness it has to it. but it's not beating out the S9 Plus just because it's a little sharper. I do like that look, but for me, it's even because I can't say one's better than the other. In my opinion, they both get adequately bright and they're both beautiful. So I say even when it comes to display. Now, like I said before, if you're worrying about the look, you're going to get thinner bezels on the S9 Plus. Next thing, face unlock. The win goes to the S9 Plus because the Google Pixel 3a XL does not have face unlock. Fingerprint sensor. Now, both fingerprint sensors are located on the rear of the device. The Google Pixel 3a XL has a round fingerprint sensor, and the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus has a squared off sensor right underneath the camera. Now, how are both fingerprint sensors and which one's better? In my opinion, I say even because both of them are excellent. They're 100% accurate and they're both super fast. So they're both even when it comes to fingerprint sensors. You can't go wrong with either. But if I had my choice for a circular fingerprint sensor versus a square fingerprint sensor, I would take the circle because it's more contoured towards, the way your finger is designed. It's round. So I like rounded fingerprint sensors. So I would prefer the fingerprint sensor on the Pixel 3a XL. But they're both super fast, so you're not going to have an issue with either one of them. Next thing, wireless charging. S9 Plus not only has wireless charging, but it has fast wireless charging. The Google Pixel 3a XL has no wireless charging whatsoever. So the win goes to the S9 Plus. Now, I know for some of you may think wireless charging is a gimmick. Some of you might not even care about wireless charging, but I do. So if I had to choose between a phone having wireless charging and not having it, I'm always going to pick the phone that has wireless charging because I use wireless charging every single day and it's very, very convenient. And in my opinion, it's definitely not a gimmick. Next thing, internal storage. The Google Pixel 3a XL has 64 gigs of internal memory. This variant does. Now, they do have 128 gig variant, but this one I have here has 64 gigs. The Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus comes with 128 gigabytes already on the phone. So the win goes to the S9 Plus because you're going to get more internal memory. Next thing, expandable memory. The Google Pixel 3a XL does not have expandable memory. However, the S9 Plus does, up to 400 gigabytes. Now, that's a major, major thing for me because I need lots and lots of storage. For some of you, 64 gigs is going to be more than enough. So it just going to depend on what kind of user you are, how you use your phone. Me, I store a lot of movies, photos, and videos on my phone, so I need expandable memory. So for me, the clear winner is the S9 Plus. Next thing, battery life. With the S9 Plus, you have a 3,500 milliamp battery. And with the Google Pixel 3a XL, you have a 3,700 milliamp battery. Now, which one lasts the longest? On this one, I'm going to say it's even because I can get 2 days use out of both phones with medium to heavy usage. So both are great when it comes to battery life, okay? Now, when it comes to charging speeds, the S9 Plus charges much faster than the Google Pixel 3a XL. This thing takes almost 2 hours to charge your phone fully. At least that's been my experience. With the S9 Plus, about an hour and 40 minutes from 0 to 100%. Okay? All right, next thing. Iris sensor. Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, you have an iris sensor, meaning you could open up the phone with your irises. You could also make mobile payments. With the Google Pixel 3a XL, no iris sensor. So you can't do that. So the win goes with the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. Next thing, dual stereo speakers. Now this is interesting. You're going to find this one interesting. Both have dual stereo speakers. However, S9 Plus has Dolby Atmos also built in. The Google Pixel 3a XL does not have Dolby Atmos. But I will say this, the S9 Plus speakers are clearly louder than the Google Pixel 3a XL. But the depth of sound, the depth of full stereo sound, I got to go with the Google Pixel 3a XL. This phone has some great speakers. I just wish it was louder, but the quality of sound is just awesome. I mean, I'm telling you the truth, it's awesome. Okay, so the win for I'll say even because this one is louder, but this one sounds better. So I don't know. I mean, y'all may say, well, because one sounds better, it automatically the win goes to that one. I'm gonna say even because you got better sound, but then you got louder and some. I need a phone that's really loud because I like to watch a lot of movies without headphones. So loudness matter to me. Now, don't get me wrong. The S9 Plus has great stereo sound too, but the full stereo sound is just a little bit better on the Google Pixel 3a XL. So for me, I'm going to just say it's even. Okay. All right. Next thing, mobile payments. That got to go to the S9 Plus because you're dealing with Samsung Pay, and everybody knows Samsung Pay is accepted everywhere. Okay, the technology they put in that is just unbelievable. It's just the best mobile payment out there, even better than Apple and Google. Because with the Google Pixel 3a XL, you only got Google Pay, so Google Pay is not accepted everywhere. So win for that is definitely the S9 Plus. Next thing, Bixby or Google Assistant. Now, really, do y'all honestly think I'm going to say that Bixby is better? No, heck no. That's Samsung's personal assistant, which is pretty much garbage. I'm sorry. Nothing is touching the Google Assistant. Nothing. Not Siri either. There's nothing out there that's better than the Google Assistant. That's the best assistant out there, period. End of story. Next thing, headphone jack. Now, I'm happy to say that both phones have a headphone jack. However, you have the headphone jack at the bottom on the S9 Plus, which I prefer. I want it at the bottom of the phone. And the Google Pixel 3a XL, the headphone jack is on the top of the phone, which I don't like. Now, besides that, which one has better quality sound? That's easily going with the S9 Plus. The 32-bit DAC on this phone demolishes the sound on the Google Pixel 3a XL, in my opinion. There's no competition at all. None whatsoever. All right. Next thing, features. Now, I'm definitely not getting into every feature. I mean, I am talking about some features, but clearly Samsung puts more features in their devices than anybody. The only other phone I think puts as many features in their phone is probably Huawei. So Samsung clearly kills Google when it comes to features because Google is stock Android and they barely put any features in their phones. That's just how they do. Now they're getting a little bit better, but it's just no competition when it comes to features. All right, next thing, call screening. Google Pixel 3a XL has call screening, meaning Google will answer the phone for you. Somebody calling you, especially these telemarketers, the Google Assistant will answer the phone for you and take care of it. And you ain't got to worry about answering your phone at all. They'll just take care of it. Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus don't have that. So kudos to Google for that. I hope Samsung figure out a way to get that on their phone because that's a really great feature, especially dealing with telemarketers. Next thing, software. Now, I'm going to tell you, both have fast software. Both have smooth software. But as far as speed, I got to go with the S9 Plus. Definitely opens up everything faster and very smooth. And I give kudos to the stock Android and the 3a XL. You're definitely going to get a nice, smooth experience. But this is just going to be faster. Remember, once again, probably because this is a flagship phone with the Snapdragon 845, and this is a mid-tier Qualcomm Snapdragon. I think it's like the 720 to 740, but it ain't slow. It's just not as fast as the S9 Plus. All right, so both you're going to get a great software experience, but if you want something that's faster, that's the S9 Plus. Now, when it comes to software updates, this phone is going to get supported longer than this phone because Samsung only supports their phones for 2 years. This phone is not getting any more major software updates, so it's not getting Android It's not going to get Android 11. It got Android 10, and that's it. It's not getting any more. This phone is going to get Android 11 and Android 12. So if that's a big deal to you, if you care about software updates, if that's something really important to you, then you want to get the Google Pixel 3a XL. Next thing, screen recording. You're getting screen recording on the Galaxy S9 Plus. You don't get screen recording on the Google Pixel 3a XL. Now, for some of you, that don't make no difference to you. You never use it. Doesn't matter. But for me, it matters because I use screen recording, and it's come in handy on quite a few of occasions, and Google don't offer that. Okay. Next thing, secure folders. Of course, Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus have secure folder. You can go in there and store video, photos, or any pertinent information that you don't want people to get into. Like if you decide to let somebody use your phone, you don't want them into personal things on your phone. So you could put your personal things in that folder, and you'd have to have a fingerprint, a password, or you could use your iris sensor or your face. But you definitely got something like, so you definitely have a way to keep your stuff personal on S9 Plus, as opposed to the Google Pixel 3a XL that don't offer that at all. So if you care about secure folders and having something like that on your phone, then you want to go with the S9 Plus. Next thing, edge lighting and edge panels. You're getting that on the S9 Plus. You're not getting that on the Google Pixel 3a XL. Now, those panels, see like this on the side? You can go in here, you can control your music, get your weather, get apps, baseball. I mean, you could just, this is so helpful. Now, some people that have these phones forget they even have this and don't use it. But if you use it, you will start using it a lot more. So I like this. I like the convenience of that. You're not going to get that with the Google Pixel 3a XL. Also, you can't see the screen lighting unless I get a notification, but all the borders around the whole phone light up. And I like that. That's really cool. Now, that's not something major and something that's going to make the Samsung phone so much better than Google. No, but it's just a feature that I like. And I'm all about them features. Next thing, DeX. Now, Samsung DeX, where you could hook your phone up to your desktop computer and use your phone like you would use your computer. Now, that's cool. Google's not offering that. So clearly the winner for that is the S9 Plus. DeX is awesome. I haven't really used it yet, but I've seen many videos on the capabilities of what DeX can do, and that's a really awesome feature. I definitely got to start using DeX. Next thing, heart rate monitor. You have a heart rate monitor on the back of the S9 Plus. You do not have that on the Google Pixel 3a XL. Next thing, the squeezeology for the Google Assistant. That would be the Google Pixel 3a XL. You just pick up the phone, squeeze it, and talk to Google, and it's super, super fast and seamless. Because remember, Google makes this phone. So Google is integrated better into this phone than any other phone in the market. No question about it. Okay? So for Google Assistant, on either, you got to go with the squeezeology. Now on here, you got to say, hey, Google, and sometimes it doesn't even work unless you go into the app and say it. I don't like that. I like to be able, now if I can't just say it and it comes up, at least with this, I don't have to say nothing. All I got to do is squeeze the phone and just say what I want to say. So I love that squeezeology on the Google Pixel 3a XL. Next thing, headphones. With the S9 Plus, you get a pair of AKG tuned headphones in the box. With the Google Pixel 3a XL, no headphones whatsoever. I don't like that. So kudos to Samsung for always including headphones in the box. And they're good quality headphones, not just any piece of cheap crap. They're really good quality headphones. And I don't understand why Google can't put no headphones in the box. I don't get it. All right, and the last thing, I know y'all probably saying, well, he forgot about this. No, I didn't forget. The cameras. Which phone has the better cameras? Now, it just depends now. Now, one is better than the other in some things, and one is better than the other in some other things. So it's a little bit back and forth. But for me, better, just picture quality now is going to vary. far as total picture quality, I gotta go with the Pixel. I just have to, because the front facing camera is awesome and the rear camera is awesome, even though it's only one camera. One camera in the front, one camera in the back, but the picture quality is so superb, it's so sublime. I'm telling you, it's just beautiful. Even the video quality is really good on the Pixel 3 XL as well. But video quality on the S9 Plus is actually a little bit better. And you're going to get way more shooting modes through your camera on the S9 Plus. And also, you're going to get 4K recording, which you don't get any 4K recording on your Google Pixel 3a XL, and you don't even get to record in 1080p at 60 frames per second. You're going to get 60 frames per second in 1080p and also 4K on the S9 Plus. So it's just going to depend. It's just going to depend on really what you need. Now, I like the cameras in both, but if it's just about just the pictures, it's going to be the Google Pixel 3 XL. But if it's going to be about the video and all the shooting modes and all the options, it's going to be the S9 Plus. So I'll say this, you can't go wrong with either device. Both are great devices in their own right, and it's going to depend on what you want. Is it all about the features and the modernization of the phone, or is it just you want a streamlined stock Android experience? So it's just going to depend on who you are, what kind of person you are, what you need out of your phone. Both phones, that's why I have both phones, because I like different things between the devices. I love that Google squeezeology. I love the smoothness, the speed. I love that display, and I love the battery life, and I love the cameras. And I love that transcribe thing, which I didn't mention, which Samsung doesn't have. And also that call screening is awesome. I love that. That's why I have that device. And I know it's going to get 2 more years of software updates. However, on the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, I'm getting wireless charging. I'm getting great cameras. I'm getting a great display. I'm getting great battery life. I'm getting the headphone jack. I'm getting wireless charging. I'm getting expandable memory. I'm getting a better always-on display. So it's just going to depend on who you are. I'm getting way more features, but everybody don't care about features. So it just depends on who you are and what you want out of your device. But I'll say again, you can't go wrong with either device. Both are great. All right, just want to thank all my subscribers and all my non-subscribers just for taking the time to view this content. I hope you all are staying safe as you possibly can, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace.